Wow. Well, I'm just going to talk right now, I suppose. I mean, I'm communicating, um, vibrating my pharynx and vibrating the air molecules in certain fashions that correlate with, my neurons that are up here or whatever. Um, whatever. Uh, it's pretty amazing. Um, and they are getting somehow, I don't exactly know how a microphone works. But those air molecules are going into the microphone somehow, and they're then being transported into ones and zeros, like a lot of fucking ones and zeros. Um, a lot of fucking ones and zeros. I mean, could I have said a better adjective? Let's see. Like instead of, because fucking is kind of lazy. Not like the actual act of sex, but I mean like saying the word fucking in place of saying like really, I don't know. See, I don't have very many words, I suppose. Vocabulary. Yeah, I don't have that great of a vocabulary. Not that I really needed to be reminded of the word vocabulary. Um, but yeah, so I am, currently doing that vibration thing with air and microphones, and I'm trying to talk to people, whoever that's going to be. Right now, I have this, like, kind of hopefully not idealistic view in my mind that people will actually be listening to me, because I feel like I have something to offer to other people, and I just hope that they're able to, receive that. But then it comes up, in my opinion, I feel like people would think it's like, oh, as if I don't have anything to offer to them. And it's like, well, if you're not making videos, if you are feeling like I am doing something that is bad here, or like I am not bad necessarily. God damn it, words. Words. I need more words. I guess I just don't talk to enough people. But what I was saying is like, um, I was saying something? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah. I feel like people would think, like, maybe that's not true. Now, right now, I would think, oh, let me just go back and fucking delete all that shit or edit it out or whatever. I might do that if that's possible, but I don't know. For some reason, I would like to give raw video just to show my. Oh, yeah. Probably because if you were to have my true personality right now, it'd be a lot easier for you to base a perspective on my consciousness in comparison to other people's consciousnesses, um, so that you can know if you want to continue to watch my videos. Now, I don't know if that will be necessarily the best way to do that. That is cool. In comparison to a lot of YouTubers that I watch, um, they seem to be kind of. Of course, but they're adults and they have to get a salary. They have to have money, in order to actually continue to exist in the way they are. We're fucking animals, right? We still need information and energy in order to exist in the way we are. We still need energy in order to produce more energy. Yeah, and so but the cool thing about me, man, is that I'm doing this for fun because I have free time, um, and I don't have to fucking do anything. I don't have to work. I can't even drive, which is not a bad thing necessarily, because I'd rather just go and study things and science and think about stuff. Oh God. Maybe you're not. See, I'm trying to get into people's brains, trying to think, trying to change the way my consciousness is in comparison to how other consciousness would think about that my consciousness. Um, and I don't know if it seems like it's unnecessary. Like that would just diminish the diversity of the human race if everybody did that. But then again, it's like I'm trying to appeal to a greater audience right now. I mean, I don't even know. I want to be humble right now because I know that if I think that I'm automatically going to get a greater audience, I'm not going to get a greater audience because I'm not going to try to get a good audience. I'm simply going to think that I already have one or that it'll be really easy, which it won't necessarily, right? And so I just have to make sure that, yeah, and this is a rant, but like, man, there's a lot of shit you can rant about. It doesn't have to be revolving around science. There's a lot of energy that can be released from things. It just has to have somewhere to go, right? I mean, so that's interesting. Now here, let me pull up my book. 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 Yes. Book. Well, that's funny. Okay. That makes sense because, you don't want it to be all shakety and stuff. Just the YouTube capture. Okay, let's see. So, I'm going to read this, I suppose. And I will explain it. Give me 1 second. Okay. Alright. So, now this doesn't have to do exactly with the fact that, like, energy wants to be released. It just has to have somewhere to go yet. But just give me a sec. Okay, so I'm gonna put this down just to sit here so we can kind of base things off of. When I use the word thing, well, no, not necessarily. Things, the word existence, right? Things exist in their comparison to everything else by the potential that they have to change another existing thing. Now, it seems like, I mean, I feel like I've been able to boil down the universe to those types of things. Like, we compare everything else. Well, no, we really, as organisms, as just everything, as matter, as energy, as whatever, whatever. We want to be able to somehow excel as much as we can. And it seems like we do that by taking energy from one thing and using that to then change something else that will give us more energy to then change other things. And the way that we classify things, of course, in that case, would be would be in comparison to the potential, or maybe even how they're doing it right now, currently, potential or how they are changing, the potential they have to change another existing thing, or how they're changing another existing thing. And then, yeah, okay, so here you go, just read this again. So, not read it again, but I'll go over this, which is kind of what I said, but it's in words right here in front of my face, right there. So, the goal for the universe as a whole is to release energy from matter, and the only way that energy can be released is if the matter can be changed by the energy. The universe uses energy to change matter, to be receptive of energy. Changing the matter, releasing more energy than before, when more matter is receptive to it. Okay, so that was just a circle, whatever. I mean, which is interesting because there's circles all over the place. The goal of the universe is to do this the most efficiently. And when I say efficiently, I don't necessarily mean like with the least amount of energy, the most thing. Like, I mean like it wants to do it so quickly that there wouldn't even be a thing anymore, right? Like, it would be the end, everything would get to, but it's so hard to postulate that, to even think about that, because right now all of our problems, even the reason I am thinking this and doing and recording this is in order, is a thing that is happening inside of that little expansion of the universe, right? It is not the end of the universe. What right now is not the end of the universe. Yeah, okay, so here you go. Let's see. The only reason that life would exist is if this were the case. Like, why would organisms break down glucose? No. How about this? Why would plants take sunlight, energy, photons, right, and produce them, use them to make things, and then have those things be then taken into another system, which is animals, and then producing energy, the plants produce energy, and then the animals take those things, and they say, here, I can take more energy out of it, right? And then that energy goes where? It goes to make more energy. But then, what's really cool about it is once you get into animals and stuff, they harness the energy that they get from plants and from other animals, and they're using it to fucking, make computers and processors and write things and, and all the things that humans are able to do now. And we're just a bunch of complex chemical processes that, in my opinion, what I think this proves, maybe what I think this says, what I think this brings light to is that everything is literally everything wants to take energy and put it somewhere else where it can be used. But it also wants to take as much energy from a thing as possible and put it to as much different things, making more energy. It's like boom, 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 boom. It's a domino effect. Except instead of just a linear domino, it's like I'll make something. Okay, it'll be a circular domino, right? So you go like this or something like that, boom, and see it starts out low with only about 5 dominoes or whatever, and then gets to like the next level is 10, 15. It can multiply and multiply and multiply and multiply and multiply. That's probably why Vsauce made a video about how we think, or was it Vsauce? I can't remember exactly. Someone made a video. I mean, you guys, if people are watching, you most likely will know. I mean, because these are similar videos, I believe. What I'm making right now to his. I mean, of course, he has had so much more time to proofread and his system of making videos, and it's pretty amazing what he does. I really want to be able to do like better things. It's not just on the fucking phone right now. But yes, okay. So back to the topic. You could have like, basically we want to be able to say, okay, I want to be able to turn the energy from this little dot and take it all and use it to then take some other dots. Okay, nuclear fission. Okay, so you got one nucleus here, whatever. Okay, you got one nucleus, and then over here you have 5 other nucleuses. Okay, one nucleus. Okay, over here you have 5 other nucleuses. The energy from this, so they break down because electromagnetism at a far distance is actually more strong than strong force, and it goes boom, and some energy gets released. That energy goes into other things and makes it happen again, and boom, 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 boom. Okay, and then we can use that energy to, one, blow up things, or also, we have a nuclear power plant up here wherever I live, and that is coming over here to help me charge my phone, to then help me, use this photoreceptor that I have in this device, and, transmit the photons that are bouncing off of me from right there, my light, and bouncing off of me, and then going into the photoreceptor, which is the camera, and also the vibrating air molecules, of course, and then getting transmitted into ones and zeros, and then sending off to the internet, hopefully for other people with their little devices that transmit information via neurons, neurons, but binary and photons, screens and stuff. And yeah, so yeah, all right. Now we have a little bit more to talk about this thing. So, oh shit, that'll be for another time.